back. We're still chilling here in Springs with Sickid. You know how it goes. It's Tim the King, the only Clo. So we're in this beautiful place, Springs, the town, and the factory is where we are. It's where we got this beautiful ride and everything. So yes, we were talking to Sickid. Now we're going to talk more about your opening act for Casper Your Vest, Nasty C, Aries, Prince KB, and JR, just to mention a few. So how did you go about getting those?
Whoa, guys, connections, connect.
Connect.
When you get to a place like you're still new, you don't know anyone, no one knows you, like they don't know your art, they don't know anything. So basically, I had to first maneuver around the space, get to know the people, get to know the right people, because you can know everyone, but what does that do for you?
Of course, of course.
So I had to like familiarize myself with the event promoters and events coordinators, and I had to start at the bottom, like from zero pay, zero recognition, zero anything, because I knew what I was trying to get at the end of the day.
Sure.
So basically I got with this guy, and he was like one of the biggest like promoters in Grahamstown. So he basically started setting me up with events, and I had like a shift and go like manager. He was my friend, but that was my manager. Respect. But anyway, so he'd also finesse and connect me, and then we performed together. He DJ for me, and I would be on stage. And my homie Kay, she would be on stage with me as well. And basically we started by zero people. There was an event that this other girl asked us to come to and perform at, and there were 3 people. So, but that didn't discourage us. We were just like, yo, guys, it's alright.
That sounds very familiar.
I went to an event, there was no one.
It was only us, the homie.
Just playing to my
neighbor. Entourage, you understand? They called it DJ, but it was only the DJ's entourage MC.
Me and my crew.
So that's why it's important to get out there and connect, because when you get used to performing for your friends and stuff, those are the people that are going to end up coming. Go out there, make music for people like overseas, on the other side of the border, on the other side of your province line.
Of course.
So he ended up like asking me to come and perform for Zbanban, come and open for Zbanban, and eventually, like, I was opening up at Greyfield, and big stage, 10,000 people. So that was quite big, and that's where I opened up for Slick.
How did that feel, man? Opening up for some of the big acts in the country.
Wow, it feels you are in awe, rather. Because you just basically looking up, like you see the people that you're looking up to, you're actually seeing them, you see them do their thing, and you're sharing the space. So you kind of like realize, okay, now I can take myself seriously. Like, I'm with the big guns now, and it kind of like gives you a picture and an image, showing you where you're going, where you're headed.
Of course, I mean, it is said that if you hang around 5 billionaires, you're certain to be the next one. The 6th one. So if you hang around superstars, you're definitely going to be a superstar too. So I get what you're saying when you say you felt like, okay, I'm getting there. So what inspires you in your music?
Wow, way too many things. But the number one foundation thing that always inspires me is my hood, my surroundings, because there's nothing as easy as rapping and talking about your actual experiences, seeing other people's experiences, learning from them, teaching other people as well. I rap about the A strand a lot, B strand, dusty place, whatever what people call it, but there's so much vibrancy, and there's so much greatness coming out of here. Charlize Theron, what you talking about? Swanepoel, you know what I'm saying? And you got the rappers of Quest, Slicker, everyone, as we said.
Sure.
So You know, I rap about my surroundings, I rap about experiences, I rap about my opinions, I rap about my conspiracy theories, I rap about my beliefs, I rap about other people's beliefs, I rap about, I got a lot of anger, so I rap about a whole lot of stuff that made me angry as well. So yeah, a lot of relatable stuff.
Relatable stuff. So your aim is to put out music that people can relate to, basically.
Yeah. But you know what, sometimes, I put up music that people can relate to, but I also want, sometimes you don't want to relate to anything. Sometimes you just want to dance and bop, you know what I'm saying? Even if the song goes blah, 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 you know, sometimes you just want to bop. Like, not everything is that serious, you know? But that's still music, you know what I'm saying?
So I think that's why we have a lot of mumble rappers.
Yeah.
They figured it out. They figured, hey, you know what? I don't need to say that. I just need to. As long as you can move with the vibe.
Are you trying to be at a club listening to, I was sad the other day, and come on, you want to drink, you want to pop some champagne and like vibe. Like,
what you say?
You're trying to hear somebody's life story in the club. Okay, maybe other people beg to differ, but that's my opinion. I don't think you're trying to hear somebody's life problems. Like, I was struggling. And I was, unless there's an upbeat. Like, there's a time for everything, guys. Come on.
Unless maybe they make it upbeat, but then it would make sense to tell a sad story with an.
They won't relate. Like,
imagine
imagine you come to a party. You coming, like, people are dancing and you just like, I'm gonna shut this down. Listen here. It just doesn't make sense, you know.
It doesn't.
No, we're gonna shut it down. I know.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna shut it down.
So, is there any female rappers that you maybe look up to, or is it strictly just rap? You just want an artist, doesn't matter what the genre.
First of all, I hate the whole thing that there has to be female rappers and rappers, because female rappers are rappers. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like saying rappers are like they are male rap, like
male rappers,
rap music.
It's
you know
just
what
rap
I'm saying?
Music, sure.
But then I guess it's important, especially in the space that we're moving in. But when you talk about female rap artists, you know, I look up to a few. You know, I like taking bits and pieces from everyone. I don't have one person or one thing that I, aspire towards and to be. So for instance, I look up to CardiB because it's like, whoa, she came into a space where someone else was dominating for such a long time, and she consumed that space. She literally took over. You know, I look up to Young and May. She's so lyrical. I ain't talking about Nikki's place. I said that other people consume. You know what I'm saying?
But also, some people said Nikki took Lil Kim's spot. So,
yeah, she did.
We know you're talking about Nikki. I know you're talking about Nikki.
I am talking about Nikki, but God, come on.
I know you're talking about Nikki.
You know what? You know why? Also, you gotta look at like the space that you're in. Look at how many people can actually get into a space.
Yeah.
If you look at Nikki, guys, we cannot talk about Nikki and Drake and Tiger without talking about Lil Wayne.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy put
people
on, you know, and like put legends on. I mean, their talents complemented that, but like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I think the reason that we think Nikki reigns supreme is because of the team that was behind her.
Sure.
If you look at all the other people that all the other female rappers trying to get into the space, you have people taking advantage of you. Like CardiB's story, I remember she was on Love and Hip Hop, and no one would want to record her. No one would want to. Everybody would just want to smash or get something out of it, and you know. So it's hard to even get into the space. You know, no one either takes you seriously, or people want to get something out of you and stuff. So I look up to that she managed to, take a space that obviously somebody was, occupying and then, elevate.
Definitely.
I look up to Young and May. She's very lyrical.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? If you're talking about rappers, no gender. Yeah. We're talking about, Young and May, because Young and May can be in a ring with the hardest rapper you know, and she probably do, like, some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I look up to some female rappers in South Africa. You know, I look up to no beef. I look up to Boyti. I look up to what's her name? Rouge.
Really?
Yo.
I know she's
a
fire.
beast.
See, now that's a beast, and that's a consistent beast who
Yeah.
has beasted on no matter what, no matter if the game is like, yeah, we
Man.
allowing you, or nah, she beasted on. Gigi Lamaine back in the day, Gigi, you need to come back to us. And I look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, no, but
She
for
needs to
real,
come
like,
back,
she needs to come, because, I mean, she went to school, and, I don't know, like, I just love her drive and stuff,
Yeah.
but we need her in that space, because she's hella lyrical.
She is, she
Very,
is.
yeah, so I look up to a lot of different people for different things. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then, what is the plan in the long run for, with this music?
Right now, you know, for the long run, we're just trying to get to an audience where, or get to numbers where our message can come across. You know,
Sure.
I think music is such a power tool. You can use it to spread a message. You can use it to heal. You can use it to create havoc if you have to. You can use music in a lot of ways, and I think we want to get to an audience. Not to say that our supporters are not enough. I mean, you know, they're stepping stones. But the growth that I want to see is, you know, like political level type of growth where, you know, you have people actually listening to you, because maybe we could make a lot of magic and a lot of difference. Yeah, make a difference. You know?
Yeah.
So then what type? Sorry, man.
Yeah.
What type of message when once you get to that, you know, milestone? What type of message do you want to send out there?
Yeah.
You know, as we call ourselves the woke generation, but you know what? We also quite doof a bit. But you know what? We're recognizing a few things. But I want to send the message, whatever message is critical and important at that time, because no matter how big or small something is, if the right people hear it and the right people make the right change, you know, like for instance, I wanna rap a lot about or make music about mental health. You know, that's still quite a touchy subject. As much as a lot of people are talking about it, it's not as you know.
Yeah, it's still very.
And now imagine a person who has the knowledge to talk
course,
about
to
it.
talk about it. So, yeah,
like it would make
absolutely.
sense, you know, like to educate people. So that's just one of the things, you know. And and I want to talk a lot about also like just being a middle class artist, like an artist who comes from a middle class in the financial spectrum, because a lot of people, when you hear a lot of people's stories, I was rich or I was poor, like I had nothing, I was below the tax bracket, I was mad poor. So what about us who you're definitely not rich and you're not making
Definitely
enough
not
money to
poor as
survive.
well.
You're not poor, but you're living in debt.
In debt,
you know?
sure.
You're not poor, but your mom is not going to give you money to go and shoot a music video.
Of course.
You know, or you're not rich, rather, to
get that money.
Yeah.
And let's talk about psychology. Why did you study that? What happened?
To be quite honest, that was God's gift to me, because that's not what I was thinking. I didn't even know I was gonna go to varsity. To be quite honest, matric didn't even apply for university. I was just like, I'm gonna fly and I'm gonna get into the music industry.
Yeah.
But luckily, I got into university. I applied maybe today. I remember we got our results on the 7th of January, 2015. And then after that, I was just like, okay, where to from here?
Yeah.
Luckily, you know, university still had walk-ins at that time. So walked in, applied, went to the Eastern Cape. I was like, what in the villageness is this? Like, especially Grahamstown, because it's such a frontier country, a countryside or whatever.
Countryside,
you know?
yes.
So I was like, like life is gonna be whack here. But luckily, everything went well. And then when I signed up for subjects, you know, did BA, and I was doing law and psychology, and I was like, but what interests me is like maybe psychology and English.
Sure.
You know, study the language and then finesse the brain and see what happens. So that's how I got into it and ended up liking it. Did my postgrad, and yeah.
Awesome. So while speaking on mental health and all of that stuff, and you wanting to address it, I was introduced to you via YouTube, and that one song, Young Cars. I cannot get enough of it. It's crazy. That's insane, guys. You should check it out. Sickids Yankaza on YouTube. We'll also share the link, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a link in the description.
Yes. Sure. So check out the description. So yes, Yankaza, tell us a little bit about that. It's a crazy song. I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was actually watching a video of the day I heard the beats for Yankaza, because we were just going and then we were just hyped at the beat. But where it came from is basically I was talking about, you know, being in love with someone, but being in love with someone to a point of obsession. Like, I was watching a lot of movies about breaking the bar, temptations, like loving something to a point that it's toxic.
It's toxic, sure.
So yeah, we're just addressing that. A fun way to address something quite serious.
Yeah.
So that's my jam right now. The music video is out, as he said. Link in the description.
In the description, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, no, that's a crazy song. I mean, it goes from a smooth flow where you're dropping bars, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. And then when you go to the hook, it's something else. It's like, oh my God, okay, now we're going insane.
Yeah, so it kind of also describes, you know, the process of falling in love with someone, isn't it? You'll see someone and you won't immediately be like, oh my gosh, especially if you talk about obsession. It's a gradual increase until it becomes to a point that's dangerous for either the other person or for you.
Sure.
The whole situation just becomes out of control. So yeah, that's how the song. But that actually happened by pure luck. We didn't plan that the song is gonna play out that way. I was just spitting. Yeah.
And then who came up with the concept for the video?
I did. Yeah, I came up with the video.
So that's it.
Because it was so crazy because I couldn't explain it to the guy who is the videographer and editor, because he was just like to me, oh, shout out by the way, Midnight Diaries, killing it right now in the East.
Shout out to you, bro.
But he was, because I was like, I want to shoot this music video in a hospital, and then Corona started, you know, COVID-19, sad vibes, and we had no access to hospitals or even abandoned hospitals, because I wanted it to have that daunting, haunted feeling as well. I was hoping that we could shoot at this abandoned hospital, but we couldn't do that. So he came up with an idea. He saw a building that was abandoned, and he was like, whoa. And it kind of also adds on to the theme of that broken state of mind, you know, when you're going crazy and you're losing your mind and stuff like that. So I think it worked out eventually, but it was quite hard to explain and express to someone like, this is what I'm trying to go for, this is what I'm trying to show. But luckily, when you're working with someone who's very talented, they meet you halfway and they come present stuff and you present, and then magic.
You get the masterpiece. The video also is amazing.
It's crazy, though.
I mean, we expect such concepts of music videos to come from well-funded artists, you know? And for it to come from someone who's building themselves up is quite amazing, if I should say. Because, I mean, not a lot of us actually think to go to that extent if we are to make a music video, especially at this level when we're still trying to get our name out there. Our brand, actually, not name.
The brand.
Yes, it's a brand. But otherwise, any projects that you're working on that we should expect?
Well, like I said, I know we've been talking about hip hop a lot. Like, I don't actually like being called a rap artist because I feel like that just puts you in a box, you know, and that's what people expect of you. So I'm actually trying to dabble with different sounds. I'm trying to get into Afro beats a bit, trying to get into different genres of music as well. And just having a good time. So just look out for my new singles. I'll be dropping single visuals. That's what we're doing, trying to keep it alive.
Trying to get it going, man. Trying to get it going. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this has been exciting. We've been talking to Sickid here. We're gonna get to see how sick she is. She's gonna close the show off for us. But remember, don't forget, it's Tim the King, the only Joe. Social media, Tim the King 14 on Instagram, Tim the King _14 on Twitter.
And the only glow on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram, it's at the only glow. At the full stop only _glow, right?
Yeah.
And then don't forget to follow, listen, and be heard. That's where you'll find most of the content about what we get up to, right? Yeah, man. And then follow the links, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell the aunties even, the uncles, just
Auntie, come see this show. All right, so Sickid, how do we get a hold of you before you drop those bars on us?
All social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Sickid _SA. It's that simple, 1K, that's it.
Yep, Sickid 1K.
Yeah.
So, do you need a beat, or you gonna rock it?
Oh, guys, I don't freestyle. I don't know what this is, but I'll go a cappella.
Let's go a cappella.
All right, I don't even know. When a person says freestyle, they usually give you a topic. Right, I don't know, but let's. What do we want right now? We want money. I think we want money.
No,
I want money.
We want people. We want to be heard.
We want to be heard. Oh, alright, cool. But I want money.
Okay, we want.
I want money.
We want to be heard.
I'll play. Alright, okay, cool. Alright, look, they say money talks. Mine's got a talk show, just like Oprah. Money gotta go. Tiger is the host, don't forget Buffalo. Showstopper, show killer, like whatever. Call me your dog, cause I spit rabies. Why you spitting crap, my money's making babies. When my bucks speak, it's big boy talk. Your money's underage, small talk. My swag is so pricey, like caviar. So much money spent on me, cause I'm a star. My money keep talking, blah, 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 blah. Your money's a stand-up comedian, joke.
Oh shit!
Your money's Trevor Noah. That's fire.
That is the fire that she brings. We told y'all it's gonna be lit.
Man, this has been fire, man. Don't forget, man, do the things, yeah?
Yeah.